2. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about my Invisalign experience. Yes, your girl didn't have those teeth a year ago. They were a little bit different, they were spaced out, and I really didn't like them. So if you want to know about the experience, what to know about this treatment, and if it's worth it, keep on watching. So first off, we're gonna start with the general overview. So if you want to start with Invisalign, you'll have to have a first appointment. Obviously, you have an appointment with your dentist or your orthodontist, and he will look at your teeth and see if you're eligible for Invisalign. Some people are not eligible for Invisalign, but most people are, so don't be too scared about that. You'll be fine. And then he will assess your needs and tell you what you mostly will need and how long it might take, and it's just approximately because we never know how your teeth will react, but it's always around the same, amount of time they tell you at the first appointment. So he told me it was gonna be 30 weeks, and it was exactly 30 weeks. I added 6 other weeks because I didn't like a teeth or so, but it was quite accurate. And then sometimes they do it on the first appointment, and sometimes they do 2 different appointments, but they will do the impressions, which is like a little bar, like a little scanner. They scan your teeth and it projects on TV, literally on TV, and you'll have an image of your teeth in 3D, so you can like twirl the image and see everything that's happening in your mouth. It's really fun. It doesn't hurt at all. It's not the chewy thing you have to bite into and wait, and it hurts and it's awful when you have braces. It's not that at all. It's very high technology and it's not hurtful at all. So it was really fun to know that I didn't have to bite into something painful. So after the impressions, you go home, they have everything they need. They will produce your trays, and then at your next appointment they will install the first tray. They will put buttons first. Those buttons are really important. They're used to move your teeth the same way, the little squares with braces. The squares are useful to move your teeth. They are the reason why your teeth will move. The trays without buttons are just literal slide and go trays. Like, they don't do anything. It just wouldn't be effective without buttons. It depends on what you have to do with your teeth, how many teeth you have to move. But for me, I had, I think, 10 buttons up and down. So like 5, 5, 5, 5. No, it wasn't symmetrical, but I had 11 buttons in total. Then they just install the first one and they check if you can install it on your own and take it off. And they tell you a bunch of stuff, all the rules and everything that you have to follow for the treatment to work, and then you're good. You're off to go and live your life with Invisalign. They give you your first 10 trays, so the first one you have in your mouth, but you have 9 other trays, and at the end of those 10 weeks, because you have to change your trays every week, you will have an appointment with your dentist to follow up. So he will check your progress, tell you if you have to wear them longer, tell you if everything's right or something is happening, and this process goes on until your last week. When you're done with all your trays, you will have retainers that you will have to wear at night, and you will have metal wires behind your teeth, whether it's up and down or just down. Normally they put a wire down, but most of the time they don't put it up because your bite will always ruin the wire, and it's not worth it to just always go back and put a new wire, and you're gonna feel it when you're gonna bite into stuff and just like close your mouth. So most of the time they don't put it up. That's what my dentist told me at least. So I don't know. Now I'm gonna talk about maintenance. So as I said, you have to change your trays every week. So say you started your treatment on a Monday. Every Monday you'll have to change your trays, and every time you change a tray you have to wash it, just to make sure, because it was literally fabricated in a machine, so you don't want to have, you have to wash it or at least rinse it and then put it on. The first tray will be probably the most difficult to put on and take off, but as the weeks go by it will just slide right in, slide right off. You have to take them off before eating. That's like one of the perks of Invisalign. You don't have to restrain yourself from eating anything, like anything for that matter. But you have to take them off every single time you eat and then put them back on. And before that, you have to brush your teeth and floss and then put them back on. It is very important because if you don't do that, you will have cavities. Normally Invisalign doesn't really cause more cavities. I didn't get any cavities. If anything, it helps with your mouth hygiene because you're constantly brushing your teeth, like constantly. So if you do it right, you will have better hygiene. But also, if you can't immediately brush your teeth or like floss after eating, you can put them back on, but as immediately as you can, you have to brush your teeth and floss, because the more you wait, the more, you know, bacteria will just come and eat what you didn't eat. Now I'm gonna talk about the wait. The wait in general, there's a lot of waiting, but at the same time, it's quicker than braces, so let's dive in. Depending on your treatment, it could take longer or a shorter amount of time for you to get where you're supposed to be with your teeth and, you know, to get your final goal. But for me, it took 9 months in total. If you just take the treatment, it took me 9 months. He said that, well, my dentist said that it would take 8 months at the first appointment, and because I added 6 weeks, it took like 9 and like 2 weeks, 9 months and 2 weeks. I was fine with it. Honestly, it was all right. So I was just surprised that it would take less than a year, like honestly. And it's also because I didn't have a severe case, but you know, yeah. So after your first appointment, you have to wait approximately a month or so, just because they have to actually produce your trays. They produce them all at once and you're just ready to go. They just need a month to produce and then just ship them out, and you know, for your dentist to receive it and all that jazz, it takes around a month. If you're not satisfied with your results, you can always add trays. For example, me, at the end of my trays, I thought that my front teeth were a little caved in, like they were doing this. Maybe it was just me, but I felt like they were, you know. So I told my dentist and he said, okay, let's add 6 trays and put buttons in front so that your teeth will, like, you know, move, and the rest of your teeth will be fine. They will just stay, you know, adjust a little bit and it will be fine. And so I did 6 more weeks and it didn't cost anything more. It was included in my treatment plan. That's fun. But when you order something new, you have to wait another month. So every single time you know, order something new, you have to wait a month or so. So that's the thing. When you calculate everything, it was 10 months, but to me, it's just 9 months, you know. The month I didn't have my Invisalign trays, I just wore my previous Invisalign tray at night and I was good to go. I didn't have to wear it all day long. And when you're done with everything, like you're satisfied with your smile, you're happy, you just want to smile it out, you know, you have to wait again. You have to wait another month. I guess it's for your teeth to, like, you know, really set in and be comfortable with that position. So you have to wear your Invisalign trays at night only, but for a month you have the last Invisalign tray that you use, and I guess it's for the production of your retainer and your metal wires too. So now everybody's happy, so they can send in your final smile and they can do your retainers. So you have to wait at the end too for a month, but again, it's not really waiting. You're gonna do the same thing, it's just that you will have trays that are stronger, you know. Now we're gonna talk about the pain. Apparently it hurts less than actual braces. I can't say, I couldn't, you know, compare, but I can say that it really doesn't hurt that much. The only thing that hurts is the first tray, when you're like, oh my god, what is up in my mouth, when you wake up the next morning. But other than that, as the time goes on, you just really don't feel it that much. It's just like your teeth are sensitive or your gum is sensitive, but other than that, it really doesn't hurt. It's just more sensitive. The pain is very tolerable. You can literally just pop a Tylenol and you'll be fine. We love that. We don't want to hurt in this place. No, we don't. The first tray hurts the most, honestly. Okay, so a little fun fact. Honestly, when you have Invisalign on, the fact that you have to take them off every single time you eat makes it that you don't want to snack. You don't want to snack in between meals. It's literally a diet. You snack less, but you eat better at the same time because you eat fuller meals. Well, in my case, as I said, you have to brush, brush, brush. It's literally the anthem of Invisalign. You have to brush, brush, brush. And the second word in that anthem is discipline. You have to be super disciplined because you have to wear your Invisalign at least 22 hours a day. That's the minimum. So you have to wear them almost all day. We're not counting by the minute, but you know, you have to be very, very strict with that. Some of us don't have discipline. I would suggest you to go with braces because if you just put them on the side of your bed and just forget about them, you will not see improvement, boo-boo. It really doesn't show at all when you have them on, seriously. If you're insecure about that, it doesn't show. Even the buttons, you have to be very, very close. Every single time I smiled, people were like, what am I supposed to look at? I was like, look. And they were like, what am I supposed to look at? And I was like, look, my Invisalign. And I turned, they were like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it now. It's not that visible. So that's why, first of all, I chose Invisalign because it really doesn't show. I'm gonna show you the trays and all that jazz right now. So this is an example of a box they give you. It has 10 trays in them. They have my name. So it comes like this. And you have all your trays in. So this is what it looks like. All your trays are here. This is how my teeth look like. So this is one of the trays. It's very thin and it's really not disturbing in your mouth. You barely feel it. The first one, of course, you will feel the tray, but as the time goes by, you really don't feel anything when you're used to it. So this is the bottom. And it's literally the same shape as your teeth. Like there's nothing different. It fits like a glove. It's so snug. And yeah, I feel like this technology is amazing. It's just tighter every single week and it, you know, gets to your final result. And then the retainer comes in this little socket. And I have two of the upper part because I don't have a metal wire up top. It's the same thing. It's just harder. If you can hear, it's just harder. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like this. So my personal experience, I really enjoyed Invisalign. It was a life changer. I personally have always been struggling with my smile. I loved my teeth. I hated my teeth. I can remember when I was little even, I never liked my teeth. I hated my gap. I felt like my smile wasn't appropriate. So I just was really insecure about that. And as I grew up, I just started to not care about it, but it was still in my mind. And when I got the chance to do it, I was like, of course I want to do this. Of course I want to have this treatment. It changed my life. I love my smile. I would redo that treatment if I could. It was a breeze for me. It was not complicated. I had my appointments. He told me that everything was fine, everything was going as smooth as a baby's bum, and I was so happy. You can see the difference after 2 weeks. Honestly, it's so quick and it's so satisfying to see progress that fast. So that's one of the biggest perks of Invisalign. You can literally see your progress, and even at your first appointment they will show you how your teeth will look at the end of it, and I think that's amazing. That's so great. That's so fun. I should have recorded it, seriously. I had an amazing experience. I would recommend, if you're just curious, just take an appointment. I'm just happy I did it because it boosted my confidence, and that's like the only thing I could say that I hated about myself. I didn't really hate it, but it was something that I would have changed if I could, and I could, so I just did it. But thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any more questions, just put them down below and I will easily answer them, happily answer them even. On that note, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!